G'day, Rev Fox here. In this video I'm going to show you some highlights from my stream. It's going to be mainly of Sambar deer hunt. I go to 4 different tree stands during the hunt, and this video will also be covering shot placement because sometimes the deer doesn't present you with the best shots. So this will be going over on how to approach each shot. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so for this hunt we're going to be going on Sambar deer, hunting them. So I've put my tent here and we'll fast travel up here and we'll go to 4 stands basically. There's a stand at my tent, there's one there, there and there. We'll be using the sprays at each location. Here we go. And let's see what we can get. So I'll put down the first spray. That here is alright. So first spray going down. Get the stand and wait. Let's see what rolls up. With the other stands, I'll be basically just crouch walking over to those. I won't be fast traveling since I don't have a tent set up there. And plus the fast travel cooldown has been activated too, so I cannot fast travel anyway if I would even like to. Here's our first animal. It's a female Sambar. Could be a male around, you never know. 2 different fur variations, actually. Sambar deer, they can be tricky to drop kill with a bow, but I've found their organs are a bit more far back. If you aim at that front leg, I seem to always get like a body hit or a single lung. You actually have to aim a bit more further back compared to the other deers like blacktail and mule deer and whitetail. Still females at the moment. We'll just wait a bit more. They're lining up perfectly for slaughter. Mind you, I'll probably only be able to get 1 deer here. The rest will take off. I don't want to shoot any loud weapons. I do have the 9.3 by 7 4R on me, but that's a bit too loud. So still a lot of females, no male yet. So nothing on this first stand, unfortunately. Guess we'll try to again. Hello. Sometimes waiting that bit extra pays off. There's a male Sambar deer. Not a huge one, but at least it is a stag. Yeah, just a small Sambar stag here. Fortunately, he's giving me a front shot here. Not the best. I have to go for a brain. And we got it. Nice. Usually those side shots are what you want, but sometimes, you know, you're not presented with the best of angles and you've got to make do with what you can. So there we go. Oh, we didn't get a brain. We actually somehow missed the brain. We got the skull and all the neck bones. Interesting. Let's move on to the next stand now. Alright, so we have arrived at the 2nd tree stand. That means it's time for a 2nd spray. Generally put about 20 to 30 meters out from your stand. Works out just fine. So there we go. There's the 2nd spray. Let's go to the tree stand and see what comes by. So far it has been about 2 minutes in game since when we called. I used the spray, I should say. And we do have female Sambar coming in here. No males though. We do have some pigs around, but I don't want to call them in. I'd rather just deal with the Sambar deer. Alright, so this one, she may give us a good broadside here, and I'll show you where to place your shot. Hopefully I don't stuff this up on demonstration. Oh, no, she's, well, can't get a broadside, so I'm gonna have to go for a neck shot here. got it. So usually, if you're not presented with a broadside and they won't turn, you have to go for a neck or a brain hit. It's the most solid way to drop them. Then on the front, as I showed before, on the male Sambar deer on the first tree stand, I shot him in the brain because I could only get a front shot there. I couldn't really get the lungs from that angle. So anyway, that's her down. But generally, you do want to go for the lungs. Get those broadside shots if you can. So it looks like there's actually another female Sambar coming in. So far so good, even though they're just females, you know, it's always potential for possible males on future hunt sessions here. I have had quite some luck with some Sambar males, some stags. Did get, I believe, 4 in one tree stand location. Worked out really great. So we'll see if she can present us for broadside. Is she looking at me? No way. Was she actually looking at me then? Don't know. 27 meters out. A tree stand. Pretty legit stuff, right? That doesn't look like she did. Oh! And look at this, I didn't even see this at first. Oh, what the heck happened there? He just turned around, went through the tree just about. There's a male Sambar deer here. I swear, these stags just show up so randomly. They can be so quiet. Don't really notice them until they're like right there in front of you. So this angle is very difficult to pull off a drop kill here, but I'll try. We got it. Very hard to angle that shot. We got it. Let's move on to the next tree stand now. We'll collect these and then we'll move on. So here's the stag. It was a perfect angled shot. Double lung and the heart. Could not have gone better. And then that was the neck bone. We have to go for that. Alright, now let's move on to the next tree stand. So here we are at the third tree stand. There's a lot of tracks from every animal you could imagine here. Nice pig, some Sambar deer tracks, even had a few rooster deer tracks. Let's put the spray around 20 meters. That's a good idea to do that. So we'll put that down here. So that's the third spray now. Let's go to the stand and see what arrives. We do have a male rooster deer that called out just about 2 minutes ago. He is actually around about near the 4th tree stand just up here, so if we wait long enough we should be able to get him in and shoot him here. They do have the rooster caller, so oh, hello. So this rooster was called where that 4th tree stand was. He's turning out to look pretty good. It's not over 200, but he does look fairly decent for a rooster, I've got to say. He's 145 to 200. Just swap seats here. So it looks like... Oh, getting interrupted from that rooster. So it looks like the Sambar scent spray didn't work around here. I didn't have any Sambar coming in. But at least we do have a stag. Here he is. So we'll just wait for him to stop. Oh, here we go. And he's presented us a nice side shot. That's the way you drop them. Just a bit behind the front leg is where you want to aim on those broadside shots. I know on the other deer, like whitetail, mule deer, blacktail, you can shoot them basically directly on the front leg and you still drop them, but it can be quite difficult on the rooster and sambar, so the best bet is to actually aim just a tad bit behind, because I know the illustration, it shows the lungs are actually, you know, like right behind this leg, so everyone sort of aims there, and that's where you can go wrong with these big deer. So he scored 181.850, 850. So we'll take a trophy shot of that as best as we can, making sure his body is all good there, so it doesn't like go inside each, like it's segments of the deer just like fold into one another, so it's a bit difficult to pose these for a trophy shot. They literally have like zero bone structure. It's like the developers forgot to even put that in. Like the other deer, when you pick up the other deer, for instance a blacktail, a mule deer or whatever, you can pick them up much more easier. The rooster and sambar for some reason act like jello, like they have like no bone structure whatsoever in them. So I just think that's a fault on the developer's part of not adding it in. So the best bet is to pick it up by the antlers if you can. Even that can be a bit tricky at times. Oh, for some reason it just went down. That would have been such a really good shot though. For some reason it just decided nope, and it's falling now. What the heck? See how it's like collapsing into all its body parts? It's so weird. Anyway, so difficult to pose. Oh my god. Alright, there we go. That might be good enough. I might have just lucked it out there. Alright, so this will do. Bit of the sun rays showing there, but that's alright. Quite happy with this. Would have been nice to get it in the sun, but alas, sometimes the shots don't always, you know, drop kill your animal in the sun, so you have to make do. We'll sell that. And let's move on to the fourth tree stand. And we'll see what is over there. Oh, hello. Female sambar. That's back where we came, we're not going back there. Alright, so we have arrived at the fourth tree stand here. I put down a spray around about here, should be fine, and we'll see what comes in. There we go. Doesn't look too successful on this stand. Could try for some more rooster calls. Yeah, looks pretty empty here. I think that's it. Well, looks like nothing has called, nothing has even trotted by. But this will probably be it for the last stand. Unfortunately, this wasn't successful, the last stand. So, there you have the hunt. We did end up getting a nice rooster deer trophy, but we didn't get much good sambar deer, but you know, these things happen. I hope you also learned a few things from the shot placement. I did the best I could to explain to you guys on which way certain animals facing and how to go about it. If you did learn something, or if you did just enjoy the video in general, make sure to give us a like. If you didn't, give us a dislike. And as always, thanks for watching. Fox out.